All right, so what I want you guys to do is we're going to enter in a formula here. So everybody click on this little thing. Does everybody, you guys, did you delete the titles? So make sure you have the titles, but really you just need to type in the word velocity or VLA. So we're going to calculate the velocity based on the position over time. Now you guys don't know this yet, but it's actually going to equal the change in position over the change in time. So click on this box here, then click on the equal sign. Can you guys see that in the back? Okay. And then you're going to open parentheses. And then you're going to open another set of parentheses. Okay. Now here is the tricky part. You're going to take this second option here, which is column B, row 3. And you're going to click on it. See how that says B3 in your formula? I'll give you a second to see that. Then you're going to hit minus. Then you're going to hit B2. Close one set of parentheses. So what I'm telling the computer to do is I'm telling it to take the value in this cell and subtract this from it. Okay? Does that make sense? Now we're not done yet. We're going to hit the slash, which is the division symbol, and open another set of parentheses. So that's the change in position. That's the top part of our fraction. The bottom part of our fraction is going to be the same, but it's going to have to do with time. So I'm going to hit A3 minus A2. And close the parentheses and then close the parentheses. So what I'm doing is I'm subtracting this value from this value and then dividing it by this value subtracted from this value. Okay, so I'll leave that up there on the screen for a second so you guys can see it. Okay. Does everybody have that typed in? Yep, that means you're missing one or more parentheses. Does everybody have that typed in? So now when I hit enter, it's going to give me a number. So now it's suggesting an autofill. And I'm going to click yes. Is there anybody that didn't get the autofill? Because if you didn't get the autofill, I can show you how to do the autofill. Yes. You're going to have to go up here. See this little blue thing here? The little blue dot? You just drag it down, and it'll automatically put the formulas in. Okay? Now, what I'm looking for is an increase in the number. Now it's negative, so it's going to become more and more negative. But see how this is 2.22, and then this is 2.72, and then this is 2.9, and then this is negative 3.42, and then it starts going back the other way. So I'm just going to delete these two. So what you want, and it might be 3 numbers, it might be 4 numbers. It really depends on how the t-shirt dropped, but you'll want an increase in numbers. Now, if you don't have an increase in numbers, then the data probably isn't the greatest. It's hard to do with such a short amount of time. When you look at this, it's less than a second, right? It's less than a half a second. That's how long we have for the t-shirt to drop. So from these numbers, I'm going to do the same thing. So over here, I'm going to hit equals, open 2 parentheses. I'm going to take, but now you got to be careful. I'm going to take this one, C3, and then I'm going to minus C2, close, then close. Oh no, don't close again. Then divide. Now acceleration is the change in velocity over time. So then I'm going to open up a second set of parentheses and do the same thing over here where I subtract this from this and then close, close. I'll leave that up there for a second so you guys can see it. Then if you, bless you, then if you hit enter, you'll get a number like this. Now we're not going to hit the, well, we can hit the autofill. So we're going to delete these last 3. So you want to delete one more than whatever you deleted here. So here we deleted 2, right? So over here we're going to delete 3 because there's no, it throws the numbers off because there's no value in here. Okay. Now you should be, how many of you guys are about -10? How many of you guys are around 10? It could be like 9 or 11. How far off are you guys? Okay. So it should be about 10. If you drop the t-shirt right, it should be pretty close to 10. Now I'm going to take the average of these. So now to take the average of this, am I going too fast? Do I need to slow down? Are you guys keeping up with me? Are you guys not awake yet? Not after your 4-day weekend, you're not ready to do physics? All right. So let's put an equal sign. Now to find the average of this, you literally type in the word average. Open the parentheses, and what we want to do is we want to average these 3. So you hold your mouse down and select all 3, and then close parentheses. So just equals. Equals is how you put a formula in the spreadsheet. Okay. So when I say equals, then I tell it'll either, you could do a math formula, and then they have some pre-programmed things in here too, like average. So when I type in average, it knows to add up all the numbers and divide by the total number of numbers. Okay. Then hit enter, and I got about -0.8. Okay. Now what this is the acceleration due to gravity. Now I'll teach you this in a little bit, but this number should be pretty close to 10. It might be 8, it might be 9, it might be 11. Okay, does that make sense? I see some. Oh, okay. So anyways, I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to post it, but and then you can look at it to see the formulas. You're just going to repeat the formulas. And you can see the formula at any time. So you could go, so you guys have 10 trials to do. So if you click on this cell, it shows the formula up here. If you click on this cell, it shows the formula up here. To fill the rest of the cells out, after you put the formula in once, you just drag that little blue dot down however far you want. Same thing over here. Once you have the formula filled in, if you just drag it down, it'll put those it automatically copies and pastes the formula in succession. So like this one has this formula where the numbers change. It's going to do this, 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 and this. So that's basically it. And then that's all we're going to do today is you're going to put those formulas on all the trials and then figure out what your average acceleration is. Okay?